From ancient aliens appearing in the skies of paintings to scary apparitions and time travelers caught on tape, these are 15 mysterious and creepy photos. Finally explained. Number 15. Holy! Without context, this is without a doubt one of the creepiest and off-putting photos on the internet that I have seen in quite some time. The black hoods, the giant swords, that guy in the middle who has no face, and yet he is staring deep into your soul. Snap out of it. It's okay. It's okay. It's just a snapshot of the Holy Week celebration in Spain. They really have to work on their image though. Number 14. Hey there. Oh snap, it's a low-quality, old, cropped, discolored photo that has creepy little kids in it. Run! And then just calm down for a minute, okay? It's just a wonderful image of a Halloween past. Everyone is going to think you looked weird as hell 50 years from now too. Don't worry about that. Number 13, the falling body. What do you know about this photo? I bet you've seen it before, haven't you? Maybe in your dreams, or maybe it just pops up in the back of your head sometimes. Well, reading up on it, it seems that this super happy family doesn't include a ghostly upside-down man. Yet, here we are, discussing it like it's real, or fake, or neither. It's all in your head, man. Number 12. The Solway Firth Spaceman. This picture raises a lot of questions about the world we live in. The story goes, Jim Templeton, an amateur photographer and local historian, took a few pictures of his daughter on the hills of Berg Marsh. When Kodak returned the pictures from that roll of film, a strange and ominous figure was seen in the background of one of them. Templeton believed the figure to be wearing a spacesuit. It didn't take long for the picture to become famous in tabloids and ufologist circles around the globe. Well, let's take a look at another picture from the same day. It might bring more to light. The person to the right is the wife of Jim Templeton, wearing an airy light blue dress. It is extremely likely that the spaceman in the background is none other than Jim's wife. With her back turned to the camera, the blue dress slightly overexposed to appear white. Straightening the image and darkening the object in the background makes it seem more and more plausible. What do you think? Spaceman or wife? Comment below. Number 11. Goddard's Squadron. What is the first weird thing you notice when you see this image? Anything out of the ordinary? Anything at all? If I didn't tell you there was a supposed ghost in the top row of the image, would you have seen it? Sometimes people have to be told what to look for to find it. More on that later. Now let's just focus on the apparition. I believe this is the highest quality digital copy of the image available online. This is what most websites show as proof of the ghost. But let's see how clear things are when you zoom in on the original image. What do you see? Nothing much. It could be as simple as a smudge. I believe this image is a great example of something ordinary becoming extraordinary because of our beliefs and Photoshop. Number 10. Cottingley Fairies. The set of 5 photos of fairies taken near Bradford, England back in 1917 was popularized by none other than Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, who was quite enthusiastic to prove that fairies and spiritual beings really do exist. It was apparent to almost everyone that the photos did not contain any real-life fairies. It's easy to see how two-dimensional the fairies look, and it didn't help that the 2 cousins who took the photos confessed they were fake. How did they do it? They cut out the dancing figures from the popular children's book Princess Mary's Gift Book. They added some extra detail and wings, and voila, fairies. If anyone claims these photos are proof of fairies, stay away. Number 9. Battle of Los Angeles. Less than 3 months after the United States was attacked in Pearl Harbor, and only a day after the attack on Santa Barbara from an Imperial Japanese submarine, tensions on the West Coast were high, to say the least. In the early hours of February 25, 1942, the skies above Los Angeles lit up as hundreds of anti-aircraft shells went into the air. The Los Angeles Times released photos of the attack from that day, and the picture in the top left corner has captivated many people. Secretary of the Navy Frank Knox stated the incident was just a false alarm, but that's not good enough. Conspiracy theorists and New Age ufologists believed that the government was fighting aliens that night. There are many interesting theories regarding the incident, my favorite one being that the Japanese figured out a way to sneak airplanes onto submarines, and the US government was obviously hiding that, because, you know, submarine airplanes, how can you fight that? In 1983, the Office of Air Force History concluded that the air raid was caused by meteorological balloons that were mistaken for enemy airplanes. Before you know it, all hell broke loose and 5 people died. 3 from car accidents from the chaos and 2 from heart attacks. Number 8. The Black Knight Satellite. What do you get when you jumble several different events into one big, fat, juicy conspiracy? The Black Knight Satellite is believed to be a spacecraft of alien origins that has been circling the Earth for about 13,000 years. Its existence is covered up by agencies like NASA. My main concern with this conspiracy theory, though, is the flat-out denial of a flat Earth. Like, what the hell, people? If the Black Knight is true, that means the Earth is not flat, and I am not ready to accept that fact. Not yet. Anyway, the main evidence of this satellite is a photo from the 1998 STS-88 mission. Do you not see the alien satellite? With its elegant form and smooth shape, you can definitely imagine how this is totally an alien satellite spacecraft and not a thermal blanket that was confirmed lost during the STS-88 mission. Number 7. The Hook Island Monster. The Hook Island Monster. Something so big and mysterious that was only captured once with a potato camera. It checks so many things on the "this is total BS" list that it's kind of hard to even take it seriously. In some much less popular close-up photos of the monster, you can see extra detail around the head of the giant tadpole. Could it be this mystery of cryptozoology is just trash bags that are buried in the sand? Nah, it's definitely a sea monster. Number 6. The Face on Mars. Did you know that there was an ancient intelligent species on Mars that built one giant face sculpture that faced the skies before they were wiped out by a meteor or whatever? Well, the first time I saw this image, I was probably about 11, and it totally gave me the heebie-jeebies. Is there something they aren't telling us? How did this image leak? Well, for one, NASA released the image and included this in their description: huge rock formation, which resembles a human head, formed by shadows giving the illusion of eyes, nose, and mouth. Upgraded and updated satellite imagery of the area proves that this is nothing more than a case of pareidolia, or seeing familiar patterns where there aren't any. Kinda like that ghost? Yeah, definitely like that ghost. Number 5. World Trade Center Faces in Smoke. Speaking of pareidolia, images of evil faces in the smoke from the World Trade Center towers keep getting published online and in tabloids as proof of something. I don't know how much more proof you need to know that what happened on that day was pure evil. Some even go as far as altering the photos to make the faces more prevalent. Not cool, my friends. Not cool. Number 4. The Ras al Goblin. This one is pretty easy. A picture of an evil cave goblin surfaced. Some people were freaked out, while other people just reverse Google searched the image. In these photos, you can see the creature for what it really is, a freaking statue. Number 3. TimeTraveling Hipster. I can't really count how many millions of views and page clicks were generated by the image of the time-traveling hipster. But I know someone in the comments section will still claim this guy is a time traveler, because reasons. Let's take a closer look. Are those shades futuristic for the 1940s? Not really. Sight shields for glasses have been on the market long before this picture was taken. How about that shirt with a logo on it? Could it possibly be a team support shirt for the hockey team, the Montreal Maroons? Also, the portable camera. Those things didn't hit the market until like the 1970s, man. Well, the Leica 1 was being sold in 1925, so there goes that. Also, you can see another guy in the picture holding what appears to be a camera as well. Is he also a time traveler? Also, how about the guy who took the photo? So many questions, too little time. Number 2. The Pyramid on the Moon. Freaking NASA and their cover-ups, man. I can't even keep up anymore. The Apollo 17 astronauts that visited the moon in 1972 brought back proof of an advanced lunar civilization. That's right. You see this grainy image of a pyramid-shaped object in the distance? It's obviously a pyramid built by aliens on the moon. Let's take a look at the images taken immediately before it and after it. That should give us more insight into exactly what we're looking at. Well, there you go. Number 1. Madonna with Saint Giovanni. Madonna with Saint Giovanni with a side of aliens is probably the most famous example of old-time paintings containing imagery of unidentified flying objects. I personally like the Visocchi Dezzani crucifixion fresco from the year 1350. You can clearly see two people flying in spaceships above Christ. Or is it just a personification of the sun and the moon, which was popular with artists of the time? Would you call these other examples aliens? No? Okay. The same logical conclusion can be drawn for the Madonna with the Saint Giovanni painting. It is very likely that a religious painting would have religious symbolism in it. Take a look at the Gospel of Luke 2:8. Is this an alien spaceship hidden in a 15th century religious painting, or an artist's interpretation of an angel? I'd love to hear your thoughts on the subject, so don't be shy. Comment below. Check out the featured comment below, subscribe for more World and Earth, and I'll see you in the next video.